Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. This is something I can't pronounce. Melechesh, Multiple Truths. This was requested by Orphidian Music. He requests things every now and again, and sometimes I ignore him completely, and other times it's like, hey, I've ignored you several times, so I'll do it this time. I'm doing it this time. Can't wait for my reaction, he says. There might be Black and Death within this music, he says, within it. Maybe it's all of it. If it is, I'll be like, depending. The music might be amazing, the vocals might make my face melt. But the thing about this channel is always trying. Yes, I'm very trying, I know, but also annoying. Annoying people who like things when I don't like them, and annoying some people when I do like things, but not in the right way. I've liked some stuff and gone like, I enjoy that. And somebody's gone like, how dare you enjoy it like that? The lyrics are so deep and powerful and despairing. How can you enjoy it like that? It's like, literally. It's like, I don't care what you say my reaction should be. That's my reaction. Live with it, or twiddle off and mess with somebody else. Doesn't, you know, that sort of reaction to my reaction is like, what's wrong with you? You can go like, yeah, but you know how serious this song is? If I say it's a fun song, you know how serious this song is? This is how serious it is. But your reaction was like, a bit weird, but hey. No, some people have to just go over the top, and it's like, But that's what this channel's about, me listening to music, sometimes me liking it, sometimes me not. It's not one of these jumping up and down, enjoying every single thing and just kowtowing to people, because this channel was originally set up just so I could mix with other people a little bit, find out more music, and just keep on expanding my musical knowledge and my musical enjoyment, and imparting some of my limited musical knowledge to some people out there, and also passing on some of these bands to some people out there, because there's lots and lots of channels out there and they all tend to look at the same stuff. Now I look at some of the same stuff as well every now and again, because I like that stuff and I want to keep doing that stuff, but also I like looking at all the little groups, all the obscure groups, all the more interesting groups, all the up and comers and things, and I'm going to keep on doing that, and I'm going to keep on annoying you by liking and not liking and doing it in the wrong way. So with that said, let's go. battery ran out. Good riff, good solid riff. Very Middle Eastern, North African sounding. And then the pictures of the band towards the end. I mean, the whole imagery in this video, whether you see the video or not, depends on, of course, copyright. But the whole imagery seemed to be sort of Egyptian-ish. So North African, Middle Eastern. So I'm assuming that they might be North African, Middle Eastern themselves. The way it's all sounded and the way they sort of had looked at the end, pictures of them at the end. So that was nice. Like I say, great riff, great stomping part. The first two stanzas of it, yeah. Then it carried on a little bit and going like, But then they had a nice breakdown, lots of fantastic drum fills of drummers like, yeah, really sounding good. And then they went back to the same one again, and I'm like, But then they started mixing it up a little bit more, adding a few little bits and bobs here and there. Was it enough to capture my attention enough? No, not really, but I enjoyed it enough, and maybe there were a few things I missed, but of course you do usually miss a few things on a single listen, on a first listen, because a song opens up to you over many, many times. It felt like the last third, they were throwing a few different things in there. They were keeping the same rhythm pattern going, but they did have a change up one stage to a different chucking path, and then went back to the standard one. But at the same time, they were throwing little moments in there. We even had a solo of sorts, lasted a few seconds, and it sort of then got buried a little bit in the mix, on purpose, of course, but you can still hear a little bit of it flowing around below there, and I think this song would have been demonstrably more exciting if that solo had been allowed to explode a little bit more, because it sounded pretty neat and then just went poof. But all in all, they're okay. Good solid sound, interesting in many ways, but also not amazing in other ways, at least not from that, because it didn't mix it up enough for me. Vocally, I mean, it was a black metal sort of screechy style one, and even without the lyric video, you could have probably followed several of the words. Some of the words were like, what the hell, where did he say that? Again, deliberate decisions to mix the vocals down a little bit in parts, to smother them in layers of instrumentation, but ultimately it's like, vocals don't really do it for me enough. If I heard a whole album of just the screech, I would be like, it put me off. I'd need a more varied vocal sound when it comes to something like that. A normal vocal, yeah, can take a whole album of it, of course I can. But growls and screeches and things like that, I need things mixed up a little bit. But in a single song, yeah, it's alright, and I could follow it easily enough. It's not one of those guttural growls where I'm like going like, nah. So, sort of ambivalent to this song. It was enjoyable. It wasn't something that goes on my playlist, but somebody out there who might be watching this right now might be going like, I liked it, don't know what you're talking about. Which is all it needs. I've done my job if one person actually goes like, well, I discovered a band I like, so yeah. So yeah to you too. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, thanks for viewing, thanks for getting this far. If you got this far, how did you get this far? Like, comment, subscribe, share. See you later. Bye.